Greetings and welcome to the You Are the Miracle podcast. I am Cheyenne Kramer. This is my better half with me.
Don Kramer. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. We are. We had a great day.
We absolutely did. We have moved the mobile office into Florida in the last couple of weeks, and it was a beautiful day out here today, was it not?
Oh, yes. We were on the causeway.
Yep, and
And
enjoying basically the Gulf. Yeah,
yes,
it was
upper
good.
70s, sunny. It was awful, but we toughed it out.
We toughed it out. We certainly did. And we want to just get real with everybody tonight, because when you really get to know what we're all about helping people live in their purpose. We talk a lot about the super puzzle. And people sometimes look at us kind of funny and say, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. I believe, and I think you believe, that we were all born inherently with a piece of a super puzzle within us, placed here by the Creator. That if we were all actively building that super puzzle piece right now, we'd be living on a planet that was full of good health, full of prosperity, and generally peace on earth. Are we seeing a lot of any of those right now?
Not right now, just the opposite. And
Seriously.
I really could use some peace on this earth.
Well, we all
Every
could. We all could. And that's the whole point, is how do we get more people living in their purpose? We've been traveling the country, or at least half of it, for 5.5 years now, and we hear lots of people telling us that they have interest in being able to live in their purpose, that they have a big vision, they have a big dream, but for some crazy reason, they're just not doing it.
no.
And we've kind of narrowed it down to a couple that we've seen the most of. We're going to focus tonight on the one that I believe we've seen the most of. You have a clue what that is?
No, I want you to surprise everybody.
Okay. Well, I've got some slides here that I'm going to use to help in our conversation tonight. So here is tonight, we're going to have the top 5 not so fun health facts.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Well, I'm not so sure you are, but here's the fact that we have seen is that health challenges are stopping more people that we know. It may, we didn't do any fancy surveys or anything.
Nope.
We're just talking about the people we know, the people we've met, that health challenges are the number one thing stopping people from living in their purpose. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree, but you got to understand, we've talked to a whole lot of people. It's not 1, 5, 10, 20, 50. A lot of people.
It is absolutely the truth. And, so what we're going to do is kind of give you the top 5 not so fun health facts that we've been learning for good 7 years now, haven't we?
At least 8 years.
We have been so honored and so blessed to be able to be mentored by some incredible people who have really taken the time to teach us about how our body can do so much, do so many amazing things that most of us have no clue about. And so we're gonna kind of give you the rundown here on what we've learned and how you can learn some of this as well. Sound fair?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So here's the number 5 not so fun fact. The US spends the most on healthcare in the whole world, but we rank 49th in the results we're getting. What on earth?
Scary.
It is scary. It is scary. And the thing is, it's gotten worse in the last 12 years, because when you ran for governor, the fact then was that we were about 40th. And so we've now gone down another 9 slots. And I don't know. It's horrifying to me. How can we continue to spend the most money and just keep dropping down the list of developed countries? I mean, you know, we just keep dropping. So here's the number 4 not so fun fact that we have learned. Our food no longer contains minerals. Is that important, huh?
Oh, you can't live without your minerals.
Well, and the thing is that people have some real misunderstandings about the importance of minerals, where our minerals come from.
And
It,
how
it
many different types of minerals we need.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. How are we supposed to get our minerals? Let me ask you that.
Naturally, from our food, which comes from the ground. But if your ground has no more minerals in it,
Then how can the plants absorb them?
okay,
Can they
they
make their own
they
minerals?
cannot make their own minerals. Nope.
They can make vitamins,
But
but
okay,
they can't make their own minerals. So, that is just a really, really not so fun fact that most people have no clue about.
it's just like years ago. Every time I used to get a physical, and they said, "Oh, you're lacking vitamin C, lacking vitamin C." Well, I did my research.
Hmm.
Guess what? Vitamin C does not work without.
Minerals.
Oh, that's something.
Oh my gosh. And the thing is when people look at, or doctors talk about vitamins that you need, once in a while you'll hear about a mineral. If you're really iron deficient, you'll hear about that from a doctor. Sometimes calcium
Hmm.
deficiencies you'll hear about, but you don't hear about that many of them. And that is another sad, not so fun fact that we didn't document here. But here's the next one. Did you have any clue that our bodies require at least 60 minerals? Now, doctors may not agree with this. First of all, because they don't get taught much about nutrition in school.
They get a couple hours of training on nutrition, and that's it.
That is it. And it's really, really sad because, I can't blame them for not talking to us about minerals if they're not trained in it, right? But our bodies really do. And this has been documented through over 20,000 autopsies of people who had been through all kinds of illnesses. And, the mineral deficiencies show up the same all the time for different illnesses, different health challenges. One illness will have one mineral deficiency, another one could have two or three mineral deficiencies. They just, but they're documented and through over 20,000 autopsies of both humans and
Mm.
animals.
Well, like my last physical I had after taking the minerals
Hmm.
that help vitamin C work. I've been taking enough vitamin C, but it
Hmm.
wasn't working because of lack of minerals. After I started taking the minerals, all of a sudden, oh, you're okay. Your vitamin C is okay.
Yep,
So that tells me vitamins and minerals have to work together. Your vitamins are no good without minerals.
that is a fact. That is a fact. Oh my goodness. So, anyway, think about that. Our bodies require 60 different minerals, and we're not getting them in our food. It's just a fact. So, and in fact, I know this is really tiny print and it would be really hard if I tried to blow it up. You wouldn't even see it as blown up in here, unfortunately. But I'm going to tell you the different minerals that are on this list that I see right now. And I took this direct off the back of one of the top vitamin and mineral supplements that people typically buy off the shelf. And it's got 13, not 60. It's got 13 minerals. It's got calcium, iron, phosphorus. iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium, molybdenum, chloride, and potassium. So it's got 13. Is 13 anywhere near 60?
No. And folks, don't ask us to name every mineral because I'm going to come back and ask you to tell me the name of every vice president the United States ever had. You can't do it.
It's true.
I'm not going to
It's
try
true.
to. We can look it up.
We can look it up. That's right. And we have access to some pretty amazing doctors who probably can name all 60
Yeah.
of them.
There are some out there. We know one or two.
It is true. But, you know, if you look on the shelf at any vitamin and mineral supplement, there are far more vitamins in that supplement than there are minerals. And as you pointed out, the vitamins don't always work the way they should without the synergistic effect of the minerals being
That's
there
true.
with them. So there you have it.
It's called
So
research.
that's called research. So here's the number one not so fun fact that you need to hear. And we're begging you to listen to this because this is the number one not so fun fact, health fact. Without the 60 minerals, your body forgets how to reverse your symptoms.
Isn't that something?
It's that simple. I'll say it again because this is powerful and I want you to hear it. I want you to feel it. I want you to understand. If you're not getting these 60 minerals every day, not once a month or once a year or whatever, if you're not getting these every day, your body forgets how to reverse your symptoms. That is just the way it is. And of course, the corollary to that is when it's getting the 60 minerals that it requires, it remembers how to reverse your symptoms.
That's true.
So, and you know, on this slide, we've also included a photo of an app. We have an app on our phone that we are wanting to share with more people. And if you look at this photo, you'll see an example of some of the things that it can talk to you about. This app, you scan your face using your own cell phone's camera for 30 seconds, and it will come back and it'll give you over 200 pieces of information about what's working well in your body and what might be out of balance. And you can see, you know, this is just 4 of the core body systems that it talks about: detoxification, gastrointestinal, hormones and endocrine system, and the immune system. It also goes into helping you to understand what's happening with your emotions, because sometimes we bury our emotions and we don't even realize what they're doing to us. And so this amazing face scan is available. I can send anybody anywhere a link in this world. I sent one to Ireland the other day. And you can do a face scan right there on your own phone and find out exactly what minerals your body is wanting. Is that not powerful?
It's so powerful. And like you said, over 200.
200 different pieces of information.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. And that's just pieces of information about what's going on in your body. And then the app also makes specific suggestions about the kind of nutrition that could help to balance those things that are way out of balance, as well as talking about different types of essential oils that could help to balance you out as well. This is powerful stuff. And you know, I for a limited time, I am giving away these face scans. So why be in the dark? Because here's the other thing that's really cool about these scans. And I've had several people test this out because they weren't sure that they believed me when I said, you know, how powerful these scans are. Because a lot of times we take nutrition and then we go, I don't feel anything. I don't think it's doing anything for me. And, you know, we've heard that from a lot of people. But what if you can do a before scan and then after scan and be able to compare and see the difference. I've had a number of people be blown away. I've had some people who said, "Okay, I'm going to take your 90-day challenge and really try out this nutrition and see what it does for me." And they said, "But I want to do a new scan every 30 days so I can see what it's doing." And everybody so far has been amazed at how things have improved over those 90 days. So, it's a very cool thing when you can take the guesswork out and you can, be able to satisfy your own logical curiosity about, is it doing anything for me? So, wanted to just share all that with you because you're a living example of someone who's had your symptoms reversed, have you not?
Oh, yes, I have.
I watched you walk several miles today. You couldn't have done that 7 years ago.
Nope.
Nope, not at all. The joint problems were just too
Unbelievable how bad it was.
It was bad.
And yes, I can run today.
Yes.
I couldn't 7 years ago. I'm more crawling than running. That's the truth, folks.
That is the truth.
There was a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain. And you can ask her, I was kind of hard to live with.
No.
Wasn't that angel type guy?
Angel, yes, that's you, an angel. Uh-huh.
Uh,
Okay. Well, and we'll also just kind of throw this out here too, because some people, keeping an open mind, have actually figured out how to reverse symptoms for free.
Isn't that something?
It is. So, these are all things we just felt compelled to share with you because we want you to have an opportunity coming into 2025 that if you know in your heart that you have a mission, you have a purpose, there is something you're being called to do. And if there is anything in your health that is stopping you from doing it, that is challenging you, then please reach out to us. It doesn't have to continue to be that way because you are the miracle that we're waiting for. We're getting ready to celebrate the birth of Jesus, and he was a miracle for all of us.
Definitely.
But he was trying to tell us that we too are miracles. And all the way down to science. We heard that the other day in a workshop. Even the fact that you were born was like a 1 in 400,000 chances of you being born. And the fact that you're here, that's an amazing thing. Right. So understand, you are the miracle. You are part of the big plan for bringing heaven to earth. And if you're not feeling well, what does it hurt to check us out and see if we can help change that?
I can say one thing.
What's that?
From my past experience, there's no reason to not be feeling well. There's no absolute reason. I mean, I was feeling terrible. You're feeling terrible because I was feeling terrible.
That's true.
But now it's just we reversed it. You too can reverse
a lot of things. I'm not going to say it's 100% of everything in the world, but it's close because the data has been accumulated and there are incredible stories of people who, when they take it seriously and they really understand the minerals that are missing from their body that they need to be able to reverse symptoms, it can be a beautiful life.
Yeah. People, you got to understand, we have been training with some of the best in the world.
Very definitely. Very definitely. And whether it's physical challenges or emotional challenges, we have tools, we have processes that can help with both.
Physical, mental, spiritual.
And spiritual. That's true. Absolutely. So please do reach out. And if you choose not to, that's okay too, because we just want you to have an amazing 2025 and we're here to help.
And you say you're doing a scan for nothing?
Right now,
Yeah, that's a $97 value.
it is. It is
Free.
because not only do you get the scan, but you also get a written interpretation of it.
Wow.
The young lady who I sent the link to in Ireland last week, she did the scan and she's like, "Oh my God, this is too much information." I said, "Yes, it is." I said, "But let me interpret it for you."
That's
And
right.
so I did a summary for her of what was there, where were the things that were the most out of balance that she could affect fairly easily. And as she brings those things into balance, some of the others will follow. So, that's what it's all about. And it's information that can be helpful. One gal, when I told her that I was giving these away, when she saw the results, she no lie, she said, "Oh my God, this is giving me more information than my doctor ever has. How
Mm.
can I pay you for this?"
That's true.
And she did. I said, "Well, just make a contribution to us. I'm not going to tell you how much to send." So she did, and she said, "This is absolutely a huge value to me." So just understand there are tools, there are products, there are processes that could get you on the road to be able to live a purpose-driven life, because yes, the answer is yes.
Yes, it is.
You deserve to live a purpose-driven life. And if you're not feeling up to it right now, you also now know who to reach out to see how we can help.
And we can help you.
Absolutely. So that's all that we had to share with you today. Hope you have an amazing week. And goodness, next Sunday will be the Sunday before Christmas. Woo! Not quite sure what kind of show we should bring to the table for that, but we definitely hope that you're all having an opportunity to enjoy the holiday season. And again, if there's anything we can do to help, please do let us know.
Enjoy your family and friends.
Absolutely.
Spend some time with them.
Yes.
This is the time.
This is
Thank
the
you
time.
very much for listening to us.
Have a great one, and we'll see you again on You